said it could happen, and it did. Look at us now, kid.
Well, I hope nobody does. I think we probably look ridiculous.
No, except for me, you know, Zach and Puggy, but my investment hit the jackpot. And you were my lady luck. Turns out the first 100,000 is the hardest.
Oh, no, Roberto, put me down.
Okay.
What in the world do you think you're doing? Reggie, are you going somewhere?
Somebody has to. You know, I never hit Vegas before. I'm going to find Eric, and I'm bringing her back home.
Does Uncle Jack know that you're doing it?
I'm tired of standing around when my family falls apart. Jack won't go. His heart is crushed. So it's up to me.
Reggie, I don't think that's such a good idea.
Oh, Bianca, I'm just getting started. Because when I get back from Vegas, I'm going to bring Erica home. I'm going to find Kendall and Ryan. I'm going to smack some sense into them until they get back together. I mean, there's so much stuff to do. Somebody has to fix all these things. And if I could be, I'll bring your baby home, too.
Mommy had the most awful dream, sweetie. Oh, baby. Oh, it's all true. It's not a dream. I'm not really your mommy.
Honey? Is everything okay? I thought I heard something. Oh, babe. Babe, honey, I know. I know it might seem impossible, but honey, you gotta be strong. It's a big day. Where's JR?
He went out with Jamie. Thank God, he probably just didn't want to disturb me.
Well, he's probably going on tradition. I mean, technically, this was the night before your wedding.
How am I possibly gonna christen this little girl today as Bess Chandler when I know perfectly well that she's Miranda Montgomery? What are we gonna do?
Somehow get through this like we always do.
I think I should just keep my mouth shut and act like I don't know the truth. That's what you did.
And it was a living hell. I don't wish that kind of weight on you.
Then I should tell.
Honey, if your love for Bianca is telling you that this has to come out now, then I'm with you all the way. We can end this today.
We can tell her when she gets here.
And JR.
Oh, God. What's this gonna do to him?
You spend the whole night here? Oh.
I got here a half hour ago.
On the morning of your wedding?
It's all right. I'll just tell Babe I fell asleep watching TV.
Where were you really?
Jamie's idea of a bachelor party, I hooked up with this sweet little brunette.
You do say. I assume you've had your fill of blondes for a while?
Well, it's not true what they say. They don't have more fun.
Here, listen to me.
Trust me.
Listen to me, son.
Oh.
I'm all for a good time, son, but the last thing in the world you need is to knock up another bimbo.
She's not going to get pregnant. I made sure of it.
Yeah, well, we don't need somebody sneaking out of the woodwork later on with tales of sordid affairs.
It's all right. It was just a one-night thing. She was helping me get through. I think her name was Sharon or Susan.
Did you give her your name?
Sure I did.
Oh.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Susie. I'm Tad Martin. I have to do something.
You know, I know it must be frustrating being on the sidelines when it looks like everybody is just falling apart, but you already do so much.
It's not enough.
That's not true. Just having you around so strong and steady, you have no idea how important that is for all of us. Sometimes I think that you're the strongest one in this whole family.
I'm not strong enough, Bianca.
Are you kidding me? Reggie, you can't go. I'm begging you to stay because we need you here.
I hope you're not telling me that just to get me to stay, because I'll leave.
No, I'm not. You know, no matter what happens with Mom and Uncle Jack, you're my brother. I love you. And I need you here with me.
Reginald Montgomery?
Yep, that's me.
You've been served. Have a nice day.
Yo, I didn't order anything, dog. Daniel, what's going on?
So, is this your first subpoena? I'm suing your sorry butt.
Your what?
Hey, Danielle. Why don't you come on in and explain this?
Well, there's not much to explain, really. Reggie made me look like a fool, and the only way I can get some kind of dress is if I take him to court.
Oh, you mean redress?
I mean Versace dress.
Oh, she's not for real.
I am so for real. I hired my Olivia as my attorney, and I want $4 million by the time this is over.
$4 million? What makes you think I have that type of money?
And I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Bianca, but since Fuchsia was involved, we're suing them too.
$100 million?
Oh, she's not serious.
Danielle, don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
My Olivia wanted me to aim higher, but I told her I only want what's fair. It's hard to put a price on self-esteem.
Call the woman you did it for, your wife.
You're not getting this. I am rich.
So tell her. She needs to know this. I mean, Roberto, you just got proof that you are a man your wife can believe in. You can give her everything in the future that you two have been dreaming of. So hurry up, call her, give her a chance to be proud of you.
Okay, in a second. But first get changed. We got a party with our name on it.
No, first you call your wife and share your fabulous news with her. And tell her you want her by your side. Tell her to get the first flight she can catch out of Pine Valley.
That's not an option. I can't have her here.
Oh, Roberto, look, I know that you've had your problems. But with love and with this whole new beginning you've just been handed, of course you can heal those wounds.
No, I can't bring her here because of you.
Welcome home.
Well, they got this done real quick.
Yeah, I just thought that the last thing you were going to want was a bunch of buzzsaws and hammers and stuff, so I got him to do it in half the time.
Sam! Oh, elevator! Can we go for a ride?
You bet, you bet.
Did you pass your test done?
Did I pass my test with flying colors? No more hospital.
So when do you get out of that chair, Dad? When do you start walking?
First of all, I want to tell you something. I missed you guys like bananas. And it is really, really good to be home again.
Us too, Daddy.
Yeah. Second of all, about these legs of mine. Well, you know that I went to the hospital so that I would have a chance at walking again, right? And the doctors, they were great. They did as good a job as they possibly could. They really, really tried, but it just didn't work. So my legs don't work anymore, guys. So it's just me in this chair from now on, okay?
That's why you want me to get all this stuff to the house?
Yep.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you, too.
You promised you'd teach me to ski next winter.
Oh, Sammy, I will. I will teach you. I swear. We're going to go skiing, okay? You're going to learn how to ski next winter, I promise. We're just going to have to get used to doing things a little differently, okay? Listen, I need to try out that elevator before I start giving rides.
Okay, let's go upstairs and get you all settled and unpacked and stuff. There you go, sweetie. And we'll come back downstairs in a few minutes and have some lunch, okay? All together?
Ow!
Maddie, don't hit your brother.
Why did you ask Daddy about skiing? Jerk. You were thinking the same thing. Don't you know anything? He's never gonna walk again.
Sam, come here. Come here. It's gonna take some time to get used to.
I don't want to get used to it. I want my old dad back.
Your conduct from this moment on must be beyond reproach. Beyond reproach. Babe is the one to fall from grace, not you.
After all her lies, believe me, I'm not exactly motivated to play choir boy.
A whiff of indiscretion or hypocrisy coming from you can jeopardize a custody battle.
Can't we just buy one of your judges?
No, that's a last resort. Look, you're going to win this thing if you just keep your nose clean. Trust me. Stringing her along will make it that much sweeter when she finally crashes and burns.
All right, I hear you. Don't worry about it. I've partied enough to last me till this mess is over.
No second thoughts about the wedding, huh? You can still leave her whimpering at the altar. I can get our lawyers moving on the custody stuff right now.
No. You said it. This will be sweeter this way. Be more satisfying. And trust me, Babe will be cheating on me before too long. Well, I better get ready for the blessed event. I have to impersonate a man who's in love.
I promised JR that I would never lie to him again. I swore to him it would only be the truth from now on. And if I keep this from him, how could I possibly live with myself?
Honey, I know you love your husband, but we have to think this through one step at a time. What matters to me is what you want and what's best for this baby.
Yeah, and what I want is impossible. I just want my little baby boy. I know. Bianca to have her little Miranda.
I know. I guess the good Lord had something different in mind. Honey, babe, do you love this baby?
Of course I do.
I want you to think hard before you answer it. Do you love her as much now that you know that she's Bianca's? Because if you feel differently, if you can't be as good a mama that ever loved their baby, then there's nothing more to discuss.
I helped bring her into the world. I know every little crease in her body. And every sweet hair on her head. I swear, even knowing now what I know about my own baby, she's more precious to me than ever. Does your Lord? What about Bianca? can I be happy? How can I be the best mama that this baby deserves, knowing what I'm doing to my best friend?
Says here you're suing for intolerable mental cruelty and severe hair embarrassment?
Max humiliation. That's what he was going for, and it worked. Now it's time for him to pay up.
Your hair is just embarrassed to be on top of that little fat head of yours.
Did you hear that? Cha-ching. I think we're up to $5 million.
And you said that your Aunt Livia drew these papers up.
That's her letterhead.
That's right. It's obvious. All right. Well, then there's just one thing for us to do. I'll just have to call her and set up a meeting between her and Fusion's legal counsel.
Oh, she's in court all day.
What, defending more bad hair victims?
You know what, Danielle? I may be able to help you here.
$105 million kind of help?
Well, keep dreaming.
Reggie, I have an idea. And it's a good one. As the new head of Fusion's teen campaign, I'm going to make an executive decision. I like you, Danielle. You're smart, beautiful, highly motivated, and very creative.
Most people see it.
We're going to need a lot of help at Fusion once the summer campaign is in full swing, so I would like you to join the team.
But there is no Fusion teen girl.
You'll be at Fusion behind the scenes, working along with the rest of us. If you're interested, we can discuss all the details, salary, hours, etc. But, on one condition.
I knew it. There's always a catch.
Well, as Fusion's newest employee, we can't have you suing us for gross hair embarrassment. I mean, how would that reflect on our new hair care line? So, you drop the lawsuit, and we use that creativity for something more positive. You don't have to decide right now. I have to go. Sorry, I'm late for a wedding. Don't kill each other, okay? Goodbye.
Now, don't you owe me a great big something?
For what?
Did you not just hear that great job offer? You're part of the team now.
Reginald Montgomery. This is your nastiest trick yet.
I've been keeping your secret by lying to my wife. And if she comes here, there's a good chance she's going to blow your cover. And after she's dumped me because of lying, she's going to give you up to all the people that want you home.
Are you listening to yourself? I mean, you haven't even called her, and already she's dumped you. Don't you resent when other people decide what you're going to do before you even do it?
Yeah, but I know my wife. If she comes...
If she comes, I'm going to leave town for 3 days, okay? I'll work it out with Rudy. Listen, you've been nothing but generous to me. You've helped keep my secret. You've been more than generous. But it is my secret. And I am not going to let it ruin this chance for you. Come on, you go call her, you go tell her that you love her, and tell her that you want to share the success with her.
Yeah, but you're the reason for my success. You know, Puggy wouldn't have come into this deal if it wasn't for you, and so I kind of feel responsible.
Don't. You took a big risk, and it paid off. Look, in Pine Valley, I'm known as Hurricane Erica. They say that I just live to destroy other people's lives. Well, I just can't do that to you. I won't do that to you. I'm not going to add you to the list. I'm not going to screw up your life. So go, come on, make that call.
Okay, thanks.
I hate that stupid chair. I want my old dad back.
Listen, Sam, didn't you break your arm a while back? Right, and when your arm was broken, there were all those things you couldn't do. Were you still Sam Gray?
Yeah, but my arm got better.
All right, but still, when you were in that cast, you were good old Sam. Just like your father is still good old Dad. Whether he's walking around in his own 2 legs or rolling around in that cool chair. See, when things change, we adapt to them. And that's exactly what your daddy's doing now. He's learning to adapt. And you know what he needs most from you? And from you? Absolutely nothing. Right? He needs you to be the same Sam and the same Maddie you've always been. And that means doing your homework, including your math. Not talking back to your grandmother. And loving your dad the way you've loved him your whole life.
I always love him.
And that's the best medicine. So go on outside now and play until lunch. And even though I said act normally, please don't beat each other up. All right?
Come on, let's go.
elder's privilege.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, something just occurred to me. What would happen if, by some miracle, Babe turned into a faithful wife and a dutiful mother? What would you do if she never reverted to the cheating slut she always has been?
Oh, she'll cheat. And I have a pretty good idea with whom. He's already waiting in the wings.
Only one paramour?
Well, that's all she needs. Babe has her knight in shining armor. Her own champion, primed to tear me from that bitch. What are brothers for?
Am I the brother you guys are talking about?
Yeah, we were just wondering if you're still up for your job.
Well, best man and godfather.
Big fraction.
Happy wedding day.
Honey, I know that keeping this from Bianca could be the hardest thing you ever do. But there's something else you need to consider. The night that you and Bianca were lost in the storm, Erica and I worried ourselves raw, and she opened up to me.
Erica has her own problems. I'm not going to keep this baby just because she doesn't want her.
I know that. I'm not saying that, but we need to consider everything, and Erica had a good point. Babe, this baby's daddy was a monster. Now, it's one thing for a mama to accept that, and you do because you've got the biggest heart in the world. But people can be so cruel. I mean, this whole tragedy was one headline after the other. Everyone will know. How horrible is the world going to be to this little girl? A known rapist child whose mother killed her daddy.
Bianca did talk about that. She was worried about how she'd explain everything to her baby. She even talked about running away and having the baby in secret.
Is that the answer? For Bianca to have to move away from everybody who loves her so much. When I switched those DNA labels, maybe it wasn't the worst thing.
I really believe that.
Honey, what I did was terrible. And I'm going to have to live with that for the rest of my life. But maybe some good will come of it for this baby. Look at her. She's Bess Chandler. Miranda's daddy was the devil. But Bess, her daddy loves her and adores her, and her grandparents would turn themselves inside out to keep her safe. And you're giving Bianca a chance to be a huge part of this baby's life when you asked her to be godmother.
I just wanted her to be close to me and my baby. But now I just feel sick about it.
Honey, isn't it possible that this little girl's gonna have a better life?
How can I tell JR? What words possibly exist to explain this?
Are you afraid you're gonna lose her?
No. JR loves me solid. It's just... You've seen him when he was with Bess. His whole world, it turns from black and white to color. And I swear her sweet little eyes, they sparkle when she looks at him. If I take Bess away from him, I don't think he'll ever recover.
Hello, how is the bride? Oh my goodness, you are not even near ready.
Bianca.
Wow. Well, thank goodness you chose me as your maid of honor. We gotta get to work, girl. I need a curling iron and, hairbrush. Where's your makeup? Come on, we got a wedding.
If I haven't told you to death already, I'm really honored to be your best man.
Well, thank you for agreeing.
It feels right, you know? Like starting over.
Yeah, well, that's the plan.
So on to the important things. Where's the rings?
Oh, here's mine, and I'll go get Babe's.
Shouldn't I do that? I mean, there's the whole you're not supposed to see the bride till she comes down the aisle thing.
I'll risk it.
Mr. Chandler, I thought you should know Ms. Montgomery has arrived and is with your wife and baby.
Thank you, Beverly. I'll take care of the ring. I have to introduce Babe to Bess's new nanny.
Is there anything you need me to do?
Yeah, keep an eye on my dad. He breaks out in hives when caterers and florists are in the house.
James, I'm glad you're here.
That's the second time I've seen you handle kids like you've been around them your whole life.
Second.
The elevator, remember?
Oh, right. Astronaut boy. How can I forget?
How many brothers and sisters did you have? I bet you were the oldest.
Sorry, only child.
Oh, what, your parents figured they reached perfection, so why bother?
Actually, my mother died when I was quite little, so...
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You couldn't know.
So, what's your secret? Come on, I can use all the help I can get.
I guess I never quite grew up myself.
Oh, gosh, I couldn't wait to grow up.
Shame.
Hey.
Ah, where are the kids? Oh, they're playing outside.
Okay.
Bobby's on the phone from Vegas.
Oh, I'll take it in the other room.
Hey, you two. What's going on?
Hi. Beating the odds?
As a matter of fact, about $500. Buy you a drink?
I would let you, but alas, drinks are free.
Oh, excuse me, being ungenerous?
No, not if you keep putting coins into that slot. But word of advice, quit now.
You're afraid I'm going to bust your casino.
Yeah, no, I am, because is all about luck. Little trade secret. The longer you play, the smaller that pile's gonna get until it disappears altogether.
Ah, is that how it works?
Mm-hmm. Odds are always for the house. I mean, how do you think you can buy all these neon signs and the dancing fountains and give free drinks to anyone that has $1.25?
You know what, to tell you the truth, I've always defied the odds, and I usually do pretty well.
An enigma, Mr. Guan. What's your secret?
Look at that, it's strange, it's queen high.
Did you find a way to cheat on this?
Never. Never. But I don't know you well enough to tell you my secrets, Mr. Slater. Unless you're willing to share yours.
You're an even bigger fool than I thought.
Why are you tripping? My girl, Bianca just offered you a job.
Doing what?
I don't know. You just heard her.
I'm nobody's gopher. The Fusion Team girl doesn't go for coffee, go for errands, or go for filing.
Wake up and get over yourself. You're just mad because you can't be a superstar overnight. You have to actually earn it, like real people do.
I'm already a star. I deserve a real title.
Well, here's your crown. Here you go, princess. Bianca didn't have to offer you that job. She didn't even have to give it up.
Well, it's not enough.
Nothing's enough for you. A player in a hot company like that, that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But you're too stuck in yourself to even see that. I'm done. I'm through with you. You know what the door is.
Hey, it's me. Your husband. My name is Bobby, by the way.
How are you? Bobby, is it?
I'm okay. It's fine, actually. You know what? Scratch that. I am unbelievably great. And you want to know why? You remember that little investment I told you about?
The one where you wanted me to sell the car, I refused, and we haven't talked about it since? Slipped my mind.
Right, well, I borrowed the money from my boss, call in advance, and it hit.
Hit meaning?
Paid off to the tune of $100,000. Yeah, I mean, baby, we can have it all. All right, all we have to do is just reach out and grab it, and just reach reach out with me. There's a first-class ticket to Las Vegas waiting for you at the airport. Come be with me. Let me show you my world. Let me show you how much I love you, okay?
Where is this coming from?
What? I can't be happy to see you?
Not really.
Well, I heard what you said to JR, and I couldn't agree more. It is time for a fresh start. For all of us. It's my son's wedding and my granddaughter's christening. How could I hold a grudge on a day like this?
I wish I believed you.
Well, I can tell you this, that I have made a lot of mistakes. I've been wrong about a lot of things, and you are at the top of that list. I know JR loves you, and I know how important it is for him that you are a part of his family with Bess and with Babe. I, for one, am glad you buried the hatchet.
So am I.
Good. Well, then you have to be more than a brother now. You're Bess's uncle and her godfather. So she has to know you.
And she will.
Good. That means you won't be a stranger in this house, and I go on record as saying that you are welcome to spend as much time in this house as you want.
I didn't know I needed permission, but thanks. I won't be a stranger.
Good. JR will love that. And I'm sure Babe will, too.
I brought a christening gift for you, but it's still in the car. Something that I always wanted for myself.
What is it?
Oh, it's Hope Chest. I know, I couldn't resist. It might be a little old-fashioned, but if you don't want to use it for keepsakes, you can always just, use it as a toy chest for Bess. I know she's gonna have so many toys, the way her family plans on spoiling her.
Very, very thoughtful of you, Bianca.
Oh, stop. Are you kidding me? I'm going to have so much fun spoiling Bess. Babe, what's wrong?
Nerves, I guess. Let's just not go too heavy on the mascara.
Okay. All right, well, that's okay. What about the whole something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue thing? We got that covered?
Yes. Something borrowed. I don't have anything.
Okay, well, that's easy. Here. This was Greenlee's. It was given to her by her husband, Leo.
The one who passed away? I couldn't.
Oh, no, listen. He called it her past, present, and future necklace. And when I lost my baby, she gave it to me, and she told me to always wear it to remember that Miranda was safe. Because Leo was taking care of her. I want you to wear it today.
It just isn't right.
Oh, yes, it is. It is right, because it'll be like Miranda is a part of the ceremony.
Sorry to barge in.
Art, come on. You know you're not supposed to see the bride on your wedding day.
I'm aware of this, so I'll make it quick. Babe, Jamie needs the ring for the ceremony. I also wanted to introduce you to Bess's new nanny, Beverly Lansing. This is my wife, Babe, her mother, Crystal Carey, our friend Bianca, and right over here, this little one is Bess.
A nanny, I thought we decided.
Oh, what a perfect baby she is. She's even tinier than mine were at her age.
Beverly has 5 of her own. You're gonna need her, honey.
Jerry, you never even talked to me about it.
I've heard such great things about her. Just give her a chance. She can help out with Bess during the ceremonies.
I promise you, Mrs. Chandler, I won't get in anybody's way. I'm just here for when you need me. I'll take very good care of your baby.
I'm sure that you will.
I can bring her into the christening ceremony, hand her to her parents.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm going to be taking care of the baby during the ceremony.
If you two know something about my sister's husband, you better spill.
Jig's up. You better tell her.
Thank you.
Bobby's in Las Vegas.
Okay, that's not really news.
So is Erica. They've been keeping each other company, and Bobby lied to Anita about it.
Is it you? Oh, Erica Kane. I almost didn't recognize you with the blonde hair. It's fabulous. I'm sorry, I'm such a fan. Look at you. God, you're even prettier in person. Oh, wait till I tell my daughter you're her idol.
This is a private conversation.
Of course, I just want to tell you how great you are. I am so sorry about the whole horrible ordeal. No one should have to go through what you've been through. How is your poor daughter?
Of course, Bianca can walk best down the aisle, but Beverly will be there to help out while the rest of us are involved in the ceremonies. Speaking of which, do you remember this?
Is that antique lace?
That's the Chandler christening gown. Believe it or not, I once fit into it. But now it's a tradition that's being passed on to a new Chandler.
Wow. Bess is gonna look like an angel in that, isn't she?
Good. Oh, now, Beverly, if you could dress Bess.
Oh, maybe I should help.
In case you haven't noticed, maid of honor, I'm the only one in this room who's dressed for the wedding. I think the bride might need a little help right now. Just pretend I wasn't here. Next time you see me, we'll be starting our life together.
Wait a minute. There's something I need to tell both of you.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
What am I going to do? I don't want to be found. I can't.
Why'd you lie to your two sons?
Who's your target this time?
How do you do it, Bianca? How do you get over losing the baby?
Save your Sunday nights for Salem. Watch this week's Days episode starting tonight at 7, only on SoapNet.